A pleasant day to each and every one. I am Jean E. Palalon, a BSed English 3 student at Negros Oriental State University, Shatan Campus. So for today's video, I will discuss Lesson 7, Measures of Central Tendency, specifically mean, median, and mode. Our objectives for today's lesson is at the end of the topic, the student should be able to explain the meaning and function of the measures of central tendency and measures of dispersions or variability. Second, identify the measures of central tendency and measures of dispersions or variability of a given set of scores. And third, interpret the set of scores as a normal or skewed distribution. So here are the subtopic or the main focus of my report, the mean, median, and mode. Let us first define measures of central tendency. So measures of central tendency provides a description of summary of the data set as a whole. So it aims to provide an accurate description of the entire data. There are important measures of central tendency, and these are arithmetic mean or simply mean, median, and mode. Now, let us first discuss a mean. So mean is the most commonly used measure of central tendency. It is defined as the ratio of the sum of the values of all the items and the total number of items. So mean is nothing but the average. It is computed by adding all the values in the data set divided by the number of observations in it. The formula of getting the mean is equal to the summation of x, or the sum of all scores or the individual value, over n, or the total number of all scores. So I have here an example of how to get the mean. So suppose that 8 students receive marks of 56, 58, 60, 62, 72, 75, and 75 respectively in an examination. So we have here mean is equal to the summation of x over n. So first, we will put the marks of 8 students and add them and then divide it by 8. So 54 plus 58 plus 60 plus 62 plus 70 plus 72 plus 75 plus 7 equal to 528. So 528 divided by 8 is equal to 66. So therefore, the mean is 66. Now, let us proceed to median. So median is a positional average since it is the middle value when all the data or scores are arranged in ascending or descending order. So it divides the frequency distribution exactly into two halves. So we really need to organize and order the data first, and to find the midpoint value, we need to divide the number of observations by 2. So to calculate the median, you need to locate the middle position in the data set. And here is the formula of median. So median is equals to n plus 1 divided by 2. So I have here an example when n is odd. So the scores of 11 grade 12 students in a 100 item test are the following: 65, 55, 89, 56, 35, 14, 56, 55, 87, 45, and 92. So first, we arrange the data in ascending or descending order. So we now have 14, 35, 45, 55, 55, 56, 56, 65, 87, 89, and 92. Then median is equals to n plus 1 divided by 2. So is equals to 11, which is the total number of students, plus 1 divided by 2. So we have 12 from 11 plus 1 and divide 12 by 2. So our median is in the 6th position, which is 56. So what if our n is even? So to get the median, we need to locate the middle two values and compute for the average. So for example, we have the following scores: 56, 58, 60, 62, 70, 72, 75, and 75. So first, make sure that the data are arranged in ascending order. So in this case, it is already arranged in ascending order. So median is equal to n plus 1 over 2, which is our formula. So 8, which is the scores, plus 1 divided by 2. So 8 plus 1 is equals to 9. So 9 divided by 2 is equal to 4.5. So therefore, the median is in the 4.5th position. So to get the 4.5th location, the 4th and 5th position from the data set, in the 4th position is kanang 62 and in the 5th position is 70. Since the average of 62 and 70 is 66, so therefore the median in the 4.5th location is 66. So our median is 66. Let us move on to the last one, which is mode. So what is mode? Mode is the value that occurs most frequently in the data. As an average, it represents the most typical value of a data set, which is almost coincides with the existing data. So some data sets do not have a mode because each value occurs only one. So meanwhile, some data sets can have more than one mode. So this happens when the data has two or more values of equal frequency, which is greater than that of any value.
Take a look at example number 1. We have the following scores: 56, 58, 60, 62, 70, 72, 75, and 75. Since 75 occurs twice and all the other scores occur only once, 75 is the mode. So we need to remember there is more than one score that has the highest frequency. So those scores are the modes. Take a look at example number 2. When given the data set of 12, 11, 8, 15, 10, 8, 9, 8, 5, 15, 11, 6, 11, 4, and 13. So observe that 8 occurs thrice, 15 occurs twice, and 11 occurs thrice, and all the other scores occur only once. Therefore, 5, the highest frequency, is 3, and both 8 and 11 have a frequency of 3. Hence, 8 and 11 are the mode. So this data set is what we call bimodal. Now, I have here a question for you. Why do we need to understand measures of central tendency? You can comment your answer in our chat box. Thank you and God bless.